What up, guys? What is going on? My name is Justin, back with a new video today. In the link in the description, you're gonna see the comeback video that I made about, I don't know when I posted this video. I'm just gonna say a few days ago. Link in the description below if you want more context for why I was absent for these past couple of months. All that sadness out the way, I'm back, and today we're gonna be talking about my opinions on Sonic X Shadow Generations. Since its first trailer, I'd say about, I think it was announced around 6, maybe 7 months ago. I think around the time where I took my break, that's when the game was announced. So yeah, I want to talk about my opinions on the game, what I'm hyped for, what I'm nervous about, and what I hope it does better, and some of the other remakes or games. I'm actually glad that Sega's taking some criticism and actually listening to the fans for once in their lives. Sometimes they have this issue where they listen to their fans too much, which is apparent if you've played some of the 3D games, especially some of the mid to late 2000s games. I am glad we actually get to play another character besides Sonic, because Sega has been having this issue, say 10, maybe 15 years, where they don't like it when Sonic characters are playable in other games for whatever reason. Like the last Sonic game I can recall, like canon-wise and main series-wise, they had like a plethora of Sonic characters to play and they had all his friends, was Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, which we know how that game turned out. Ever since Unleashed, they've been making Sonic play by himself, and since Colors, they've been having one playstyle, which is the boost to win formula, which I feel like people are kind of tired of, if we're getting real. I will admit, I am tired of the boost formula. I thought it was pretty good on Unleashed, and I thought it was perfected in Generations, but I'm actually done with it. Then when Sonic Forces came out, it actually hammered the point that Sega's running out of ideas. I think they realized that, because I will say, although Sonic Frontiers, although I don't like the game that much, which I know it's surprising. David, you don't like Sonic Frontiers? Nah. It's not for me. I thought it was actually very disappointing. I gave up around like the first quarter of the game. I was just like, yeah, I'm done with this. I just didn't want to play anymore. Bosses were pretty fun though, and I think the graphics and story are pretty good, and music is still amazing. But to be fair, the music has been good in pretty much every Sonic game, so I'm not going to discredit that. Man, I'm hyped for Shadow especially because I do like the new stages that he plays. There's actually a part where in the trailer he's playing Kingdom Valley from Sonic 06, which I will say it looks beautiful. Kingdom Valley looks beautiful on PS5 graphics. Can I just say that right now? I also am hyped that I get to play as Sonic and Classic Sonic again. Although I am tired of Classic Sonic, I've stated this before in my stupid debate video of Sonic vs. Shadow, that I am sick and tired of Classic Sonic. Because Generations, I understand why. Mania, I was like, okay, this game's great, but it's kind of pushing it a bit. And then when it was at Forces, I'm like, okay, they're actually milking this. And then in Mania Plus and Mania Adventures, like, dude, I don't care anymore. Can you just please give us something new? Like, I want to play as a Sonic character that isn't Sonic, or a mini version of him, or a DeviantArt fanfic of him, or a black and red version of him, which I'm actually going to get to the negatives, is that for Sonic and Classic Sonic, they didn't really change much, which this could be seen as a good thing or a bad thing, depending on who you ask. It's pretty similar to the original game. The graphics look great, but like, we already got an Xbox Series X boost of Sonic Generations to Sonic Unleashed that runs at 60 frames per second, so I don't really see a reason. It actually looks pretty interesting, and I'm wondering if there's like a new story to it. It's like the same game, but it's where Shadow's just like added on like extra content. I'm actually a little confused and concerned. Also, the fact that Shadow himself, although he looks great, had some critiques about his gameplay, is that a lot of the animations are used from and recycled from Sonic Forces, which is not a good thing because that game wasn't very good, and I don't want to talk about it because talking about the game actually gets me very mad. It looks very lazy, if you ask me. I am actually really hyped for this game, if we're getting real. I think it's gonna be on PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X/S, Xbox One, PC. There's gonna be a Switch port, which I didn't hear great things about Frontier Switch port, so that's gonna be interesting. So guys, before you ask, I'm gonna be buying the Xbox version of the game because that's the console I own. And I mean, I do own a Switch, but no. Sorry, but if you're gonna buy a game, I recommend you never buy the Switch version. Buy like anything but the Switch version. Actually, I think the PC version is probably the biggest risk you could take, because although it has the best graphics and the best mods, depending on how your computer is, it might not run very well. I will say this is my most anticipated game for the year. It's either this or Sparking Zero. Now I'm thinking about it, although I love Sonic more, I actually am kind of more hyped for Sparking Zero because one is just a sequel to the Tekkaichi games. And the Tekkaichi games are amazing, well, except for Ultimate Tekkaichi, but that game's trash. And one is just a remake of a Sonic game that is amazing, but I kind of know what to expect out of most of it, and I'm a little concerned for the things that they're adding on. And 4K quality, please. I kind of want to play other characters that isn't just Sonic and Shadow. I find it awesome that we get to play Shadow, finally, in actual 3D Sonic games and Sonic Forces. But like, Shadow's been very inconsistent when it comes to Sonic games, and I kind of feel like Shadow has the worst fan base and the most toxic fan base, which I think is why he was added on in the first place. They have this issue where they set an arc for the character, right? And they're only supposed to be in like one or maybe two games at the very most. And then they take that character and they keep adding on just because the fans want them. And Shadow is the worst example of that. At the end of Sonic Adventure 2, that was supposed to be the end. It was a great ending to his character, if you ask me. I thought he was a very compelling villain, and I thought they edited his story very remarkably well. Then in Sonic Heroes, Shadow's just here, just chilling, and it's just like, okay, but didn't you die? They need a reason to keep him in the story, but it doesn't work because the story of Sonic Heroes doesn't add anything for Shadow at all. So they can just get rid of him just so they can make his dumb spin-off game, which doesn't make any sense to me. And like later on in the game, Shadow's just here, just doing whatever. He doesn't really do much in the main story, if you ask me. I heard he's pretty cool in the Archie comics, but I don't read the comics because I care about the games. Even in the IDW comics, they still find a way to mess him up, which I find kind of weird because Ian Flynn is an amazing writer. And he actually wrote the story for Sonic Frontiers, and that story is actually amazing. It's just the gameplay that falls short. I hope it is better than other Sonic remakes. I love the DX port. It's the version I grew up with. I also love Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, which was the version I grew up with. I actually rebought Sonic Adventure 2 on Xbox, by the way. Teasing a little let's play here and there. Yeah, I did Sonic Unleashed Generations, so like HD consoles and all that. I do know Sonic Colors Ultimate. I know that exists. However, I bought it for Christmas of last year. I downloaded it, I installed it to my Xbox, and I haven't played it at all. I haven't touched it at all. Maybe because I already know what to expect of it, or maybe I just don't care about it. I paid like $40 for that game. And for what I've heard, Sonic Colors Ultimate isn't that good either way. The only reason why I bought it is because I wanted to get Sonic Superstars, which that and Lost World are the only two Sonic games, in series-wise, that I haven't played yet. I might play the PC version of Lost World because the 3DS version is a completely different game from the main version. And I'm not buying a Wii U game. I'm not turning my Wii U back on just to play Sonic Lost World. No, that's not happening. But I digress. We're getting off topic. One thing I do find lazy is the cover. For Sonic and Classic Sonic, they literally re-rendered the original models. Like, they literally have the exact same poses from the original cover, which isn't very good if you ask me. I mean, they made that same mistake with Sonic Colors Ultimate, where Sonic's model is literally the same thing from the base cover. I thought that game was okay. I thought Sonic Colors was pretty fun. I didn't have many complaints about it. But overall, yeah, those are my opinions on Sonic and Generations. I hope it does very well. Critically, it might not do very well, but of course, it's gonna sell well. It's a Sonic game. Little kids will pretty much play anything, and I'm not calling kids dumb, but I'm just saying, kids will literally play anything. It's like entertaining. Those are my opinions on Sonic and Generations. I hope the game does very well, and I would love to compare it to the original game. Sega and remakes don't really go very well, especially that garbage Game Boy Advance port of Sonic 1, which I don't want to get into. What are you guys' opinions on Sonic and Generations? Do you think it'll be better than the original, or do you feel like it'll flop? It'll just be as mediocre as the previous Sonic games that came before it? Thanks guys for watching. I'm so glad to be back on YouTube, and I just love the support on the comeback video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends and family members. Follow me on all my other social medias, link in the description below, and the comeback video is also in the description below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Live and learn from the works of yesterday. Live and learn. If you fail or if you borrow. Live and learn. You may never find your way. Wait. You thought I'd end this video without talking about the Sonic franchise's 33rd anniversary? How foolish do you think I am? Of course I'm gonna mention that. So around, I'd say a day, maybe 2 days ago, I don't know when I'm gonna post this, but around June 23rd, 2024, the Sonic series officially turned 33 years old, and I just want to say, that is so beautiful. I love this franchise, and it means the world to me. This franchise is growing over time because one day we're gonna get a big anniversary. I'm talking a big anniversary because in the next 2 years is gonna be the 35th anniversary, and I wonder what they're gonna do for that. I mean, Sonic games and anniversaries are very hit and miss. I mean, the 10-year anniversary was good. The 15-year anniversary, ill. The 20-year anniversary, great. And then there's the 25th anniversary, which, no. But yeah, I hope they do really big things with this community, and I really hope that they take more advice from their fans, because the Sonic community is very polarizing, and it's very tough to be a Sonic fan, to claim that you're a Sonic fan, because of how weird, strange people can be. This franchise is just amazing. I love it, and it means the world to me. God. And I just want to see it grow over time.